Contributor for The Onion. Please give a warm welcome to Kate Sisk.
Hey guys, I know I look like your girl cousin who still likes to wrestle. And I do. So if your mom's my dad's sister, you better watch the fuck out. I'm still in the closet at the preschool where I teach. I'm afraid some parent will think I have a gay agenda, which of course I don't. I like to think of myself as having a good person agenda. Like the first day of school this year, this kid reached up and he palmed my chest and he goes, "You've got boobs." And I was like, "Yeah, kid, I do, but they're mine, so please don't ever touch them." And he was like, "Okay, never touch boobies." And he's gay now. Oops. I actually didn't realize I was attracted to women for a really long time. Wish I'd had a boner to give me a heads up, if you will. I could have been back in middle school watching Gilmore Girls, and it could have been like, "You're gay." Maybe couldn't have told me whether I was gay for Rory or the mom, but, you know, I'm sure if I thought about it, the mom! For sure the mom. Instead, I would just argue over the remote with my brother. He'd be like, "Why do you even like this show?" And I'd be crying, like, "I don't know." People are like, "Well, couldn't you tell when you got turned on for a girl? Didn't you get wet?" But guys, from age 1 to 26, I've just been constantly soaked. Just for no reason. It's like one of those wet mystery mounds on the subway platform from a ceiling leak. Just the beginning of a stalagmite. I've been feeling a little insecure about my body lately, so I decided to start working out, and I was doing sprints by my apartment in Brooklyn, and this guy stopped me. He goes, "Great form, you powerlifter." And that's an interesting question. Because asking someone if they're a powerlifter is like saying, "Hey, are you an incredible athlete and also a little bit fat?" And I was like, "No, I'm actually a retired soccer player." And he goes, "I knew it was something. Those thighs tell a story." I was like, "Well, this is taking a turn." Does this little story end with them straddling your face? But then he just gave me his business card because he's a weight loss consultant. I know, right? I was like, pick a lane, dude. Are you harassing me or training me? Is this a Me Too or a Rocky Too? I struggle with my gender identity, and people don't believe that because I don't wear a bow tie. I struggle with gender, and I'm also bi, or as my grandma would say, gay either way. You know, part of that for me is I wish I had a dick. I think every time I jerked a guy, I was just trying to take what he had. Really yanked it. I talk about my gender a lot on stage, and one time after a set, this guy in front of everyone, he goes, "Hey, do you have a vagina? Do you have a vagina?" And he would not leave me alone until I said yes. And then he took it one step further, and he goes, "Then you're a fucking woman." And we all know that that's scary and dangerous logic because it erases all trans people and the entire trans experience. But let's take a look at that logic. Because, like, yeah, I do have a vagina. But I've also got, like, 4 penises. I got a big one, a fancy one, a small one for butts. I lost one at an Airbnb. How many penises do you have, sir? Just the one? Are you even a man? I don't think think you're truly a man until you've come home from vacation and realized your dick is still on vacation. I think about my gender all the time, and I kind of find myself falling into this unfortunate thought pattern where I just hope that I'm a woman, and this was all in my head. And I hope that because I'm afraid. But there's a small part of me that hopes that I'm a man. So I can go up to every dude I ever hooked up with and be like, "You're a fucking faggot. Remember when you made me give you a hand job on a bridge? That's some faggot ass shit." It's interesting thinking about gender all the time. I got myself a packer, which if you don't know, a packer is like a soft dick and balls. It's like a sad dildo. Kind of looks like it got bullied in school. And I put this thing on, and let me just say, as a feminist, I'm strongly against dick pics. I think unsolicited dick pics should be considered a crime. To me, it's the same thing as being flashed on the street. But I had this thing on for like 5 minutes. And I was like, I mean, it's not gonna take a picture of itself. So I did, I took a picture. But I didn't send it to anyone. And that's how I figured out that I'm not a man. Thanks, guys, I'm Kate Sisk.